Alright, we're going to be watching Silent, who's going to be playing Diva and Orisa on Paraiso. This is PC and mid slash high gold. I assume that's like gold 2. How can I improve as an Orisa slash Diva? I've been getting back into Overwatch and I want to improve on all roles. Already made a post for DPS. This is my tank post. I played Diva the first half of this game, quote unquote, really just for fun, and played Orisa for the last half. Well, I would look forward to tips on mostly Orisa. Any tips on Diva would be greatly appreciated. Okay, let's watch it. I'm probably going to do this one pretty quick. Not going to go as in depth as I usually do, just in the interest of time. I would also do a quick shout out to Second Too Late, who donated a coffee to me. So thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. But of course, not necessary. So eat some spam here. I honestly wouldn't eat that many. Like I would eat maybe like the first couple and then let it go, because after that, like your team will see that it's coming and then react accordingly. You really don't want to waste that much DM right now. So as Diva, you do 0 damage from this. I mean, it's not literally 0, it's functionally 0 damage from this range. Like never shoot at anyone, with a few exceptions like Mercy. Never shoot at anyone from this far away. You want to be this close to people, if not this close to people, to shoot them. It's very deceptive. It seems like you do damage. You do not do damage. I assure you, don't ever attack people from this far away. Get much, much closer to attack them. Also, you're taking way too much damage for no reason. Right? You're not accomplishing anything by standing here and just shooting at them and eating damage. You're just feeding them ult charge. You should just take this route, go quick, right? And then boost up and fight. Though, honestly, this is probably not a great angle fight, but like that's the general idea, is don't take damage until you're like actually in there doing something. Alright. So you wait a little bit and then you get impatient. So just wait till you get fully healed, right? Now your supports see you. Just wait. Just get fully healed. The last, like the last, 100, 200 of your health for basically every tank is very valuable because it's armor. So it actually is like 30% more effective than your regular health. So you really don't want to go too early. Get fully healed. Get topped off. It is a mistake not to do that. It makes a much bigger difference than you think it does. Well, that was pretty laggy. Okay, so I think this is sort of an okay time. I'm confused why you're not taking more damage. It feels like there's a decent going on. So again, you don't do any meaningful damage here, right? Like this is not doing anything. Just play closer, right? If you play closer here, it's going to force their whole team to go backwards, and then that takes more space. So play close. Again, you are not tracking Sigma abilities at all. Like every single time the Sigma has rock, like you fly into Sigma's rock, which is obviously not good, right? Wait for Sigma rock if you have to, do something. Or get there before Sigma can rock you out. Again, remember you do no damage there. So in this situation, your overall meta plan is, how do I get this team off high ground, right? Not to get killed. I mean, if you can get kills, great, but how do I get this team off high ground? So, for example, right now, you could fly up, boop the Ana off, drop down with her, and kill her. That would be a great plan. Another option is to go over here, right? Use this as cover and shoot and force them back, okay? Or go over here, boop the Baptiste off, and do something. There's like a lot of options here. You are doing none of these options. Flying over here, what does this accomplish? Right? What are you doing right now? Now you're slept. Now you fly back again. You're low. There was somebody who's overextended here, which was it was the Junkrat. Yep, it's the Junkrat right here. So you should have recognized this and gone straight towards the Junkrat. He kills your Kiriko as a result. He has like 1 health. Soldier finally gets him. You're super low. You really have to back right now. You do not want to lose mech. You lose mech, and now you're screwed. So technically you're alive after losing mech, but for the most part, if you lose mech, you're probably useless. And often it's actually worse that you're in baby team form, because you could be stuck here for quite some time. Very important to get mech back as soon as possible. Great. You did a pretty good job firing mech back. Did behind the corner. You're down 1 right now, so you need to wait. Right, you're down here. You saw earlier. Like you have to look at the kill feed, right? So you get mech back. Right, you know your Genji's dead right now. You really don't want to commit or do anything. You fly up to Sigma for the 1,000,000th time, get rocked again. I don't know why you're shooting the ceiling right now. So, oh my god. Every single time you boost towards a Sigma, he has Rock up. Sigma Rock is actually on a reasonably long cooldown. It's like an 8-second cooldown, but yet somehow your boost, like you just keep going into the Sigma over and over again. Forget about the Sigma. You're not, generally speaking, a good tank killer. Alright, you move him off, which is good, right? That's probably the best move that you've done so far. You're slapped right now, you should just turn to the left and absorb the damage coming at you, because they're clearly escaping through window. There's nothing you can do about it right now. So you go towards Anna, which is the right call. You should get ready to eat sleep. Or I guess she doesn't have it. You activate missiles too late, but I guess you don't have it yet. So you waste almost all of these missiles, but you know, that's okay. I would hold Matrix. You're super low right now, right? At 200 health, definitely hold Matrix and just walk back towards your team, right? Hold Matrix and just wait. Where even is are your supports? Are they dead? No, they're here. This one's here. That piece is here. Yeah, exactly. So in this situation, right, hold Matrix and just walk this way towards your team to get re-healed. Again, so right here, you don't do any meaningful damage. Like, you must get closer to the Junkrat. Right, you get healed, despite the fact that you had a pick advantage, you've now lost it. You're just taking too long to do anything. Alright, just go back to your team. Don't lose mech. Junkrat's definitely a possible kill there. So he overextends right now. Right now, you should boost into him with missiles. If he has a trap, so be it, right? But you might still kill him, right? Just boost in right now, bump him, missiles, and then you'll kill him in like a second and a half. It's a mistake not to go there, because it's a free attempt, right? He's not going to demech you with your 2 supports there. You're not going to die. You get way too obsessed trying to kill the traps. It's like wasting your time. So once again, he throws Rock, so at least you waited for Rock this time, which is good. Stop shooting him. Alright, Sigma's presumably gonna drop. Alright, good. Kill the... Gotta kill... Yeah, it's good. Yeah, really good job on the tire. You kill Lamp. I don't think you should kill Lamp right now, because the only person in the Lamp is the full health Sigma. I guess the Bat's gonna walk into it. So right now, you should definitely try to stay alive. I think holding Matrix here is the right call, or even just popping Bomb right away. I think that's fine. And I think your team's gonna take this. I don't think you activate missiles there. Wait until you can actually lock onto them. Don't activate missiles until you're pretty close to a target and like gonna be on top of them, because otherwise it's really hard to land any of them. Okay, they're trying to recontest again. You should go for the back line. Yep, this is the right call. As a general note, you should watch Anna when she pulls into her pocket to pull out Sleep Dart. You can Matrix it. It's like tough when you first start playing to read it, but as you get more experience, you can read it pretty consistently. Especially when you think that like you're like mentally thinking and looking for it. Those missiles are useless. Like, never use missiles like this, like when you point at somebody uphill, because you're just gonna whiff all of them. And missiles is actually a very strong cooldown. Like, I think you're trying to kill the Genji with it, but it's not worth it. Like, it's not gonna make the difference there. He's got a support next to him. All right, great. Yeah, you ate that. After you ate that, keep going, right? Don't stop. Right here, you eat this, right, and immediately just start shooting her. You can kill her very fast here, and you're about to have missiles up. Just go for her. Like, even though I know the Ashe is over, just go for the Anna. She doesn't have sleep, right? Yeah. Okay, so mechanics issues. You bump her and then lift her over you, which causes you to lose track of her, and then you miss a bunch of shots. So you could have just stopped short without bumping her if you're afraid of that happening. Because the bump only does 15 damage anyway, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so you're checking, looking for the cart. You get hit by every single... Yep, just DM, just chill. That's fine. They have pop window, they have Bob. Just wait. Go for Genji. That's a good call. I like this. Alright, Genji overextends and dies. We need every single Sigma rock this game. Alright, good job going for the Ashe. Great. Honestly, I think your beginning even play looked pretty bad, but I think here this looks pretty good. Stop shooting these. Grasp. Alright, cap that. You should eat Soldier and Disruptor Ball. It does a lot of damage, and it's a key charge farmer. I would dash it. I would boost over there, right? Why not? Like, you don't need to stand on card. It's not your job. This is bad. You do not want to land behind the shield in the middle of 3 teammates. Because right here, nobody in your team can heal you, okay, because of the shield, and all 3 of them are able to attack you. This is not a good spot to land. You should try to boop the Sigma off, for example. Or land it to the right, like to next to the shield. Okay, so you're diving backline with your Genji, which is great. Ashe is nearly dead. 2, 1. I would keep going there, honestly. Right, you're still 300 health. I mean, I guess they actually got healed. Your Genji didn't go, so that's fine. So come back. That's probably the right call. You should definitely turn and Matrix behind you. Oh, you're gonna bomb. This is a bad bomb. You should just drop and got healed. You really need to track Sigma Rock. Like it messes you up very, very badly. You're down 2. You really need to leave. You don't lose mech. Nope, you lost mech. I don't think you're tracking the kill feed. Based on what I see so far. Again, missiles from too far away. So you're down 1, but you still have window up. Don't do the missiles. Why would you do missiles here? You're too far away. You didn't hit anything. Don't go for the Nano Sigma. Unless you're just absorbing shots. Like there's no reason to go after the Nano Sigma. You're not gonna kill him. All right, I'm just gonna skip ahead because your whole team is dead. You're resetting. So I don't think going over here is as effective as you think it is. Because number 1, like you're not doing. Look at how much damage you're doing to the Hanzo or the Ashe. Right when you start shooting. Well, there's a shield away. But you're not actually doing any damage to them because you're too far away. You have damage fall off, and not all the pellets are hitting. So it's not worth it. I think that you should actually take, instead of going up to the left, I think you should go this way, come out, and then just knock people off. Because that's gonna be a way better way of taking space than playing over here. Whenever you play over here, they're not afraid of you, right? Like, look at it from the Hanzo perspective. You're gonna come up. He's like, oh, you're over there? Let me just shoot you. He's taken 3 damage so far. What does he care? It's very lucky that he dropped, in fact. If we look at, like, the Ashe perspective, it's like, oh, there's a Diva? Great. I'm not worried about you at all. Like, you're not putting any pressure on them in this situation. So I don't think you should be taking that long angle against them. Why not go after the Ashe? Right? The Ashe is isolated. You see, like, all 3, 4 people are here. Ashe is dropped. Just go down, go after the Ashe. The Ashe is alone. Just Ashe and Hanzo. Just kill the DPS right now. Yeah, because you can't actually outfight them like they're too brawly for you. With BAP and a Sig, like you just don't do enough damage. It's just not gonna work. All right, so round started. I disagree with playing here. I think you should play up front, spam. You're going to get a little bit of ult charge, but also most importantly, you can scout what they have, which is very, very important when playing tank, so that you know how to respond to it. Because otherwise, you're not going to know until you see them now, which is a lot less time to react to it. I disagree with dropping right now. You don't actually know that you need to drop. You know, it's like you didn't see anything that told you, oh, I definitely need to drop here. Okay, you lost one. Unfortunate. Winston's rotating. You're taking a lot of damage. I would confirm where my supports are. Alright, BAP's on high ground, Anna's on low ground. Okay, this is fine. Alright. You can't really do anything about this Winston because of the angle. And frankly, you can't really do anything in general. You pump Fortify, but you don't really need it here. It's gonna be a good kill on the Hanzo, but like you standing here, once you drop to low ground, like they just take this high ground over here. And then your team is in big trouble, right? And you're not able to do anything because you dropped. I think you should have stayed, first of all, here, then fallen back to here, and then been like, oh, do I need to retreat? You could have fallen back into this room and then stayed in this window and got a lot of healing and denied this room to the enemy. Okay? Giving them that room really messes up your team. And like, yeah, you get a kill here, but it doesn't really matter because the rest of the team is ignoring you and killing your team. Should try to spear bubble. You're in big trouble, but he's in bigger trouble. Fortify there, I think it's okay. You're super low. The Tor, well, I don't know. Tor's your team. I don't know what killed you. Something killed you. Alright, you come back out, still contesting. This position's okay because you're able to defend your high ground, at least from the Winston. And your whole team here. I think this is actually okay. This is somewhat typical. I would spin when he does that. If I don't have Javelin and I see him come up like that, spin and knock him off and prevent him from landing on high ground. And you're like a little late, so he gets to land and do a little damage and then also zap your team. Yeah, that's fine. Don't like over leave your supports because it makes them nervous and then they walk into the open. So you can see something happening in the side alley. You're like looking at it, but I think you correctly realize it's not your job to deal with it. You pop Fortify here, which is a mistake. I think you cancel it right away because you realize it's a mistake. I think you just misclicked it. Alright, alright, once you see the tank here, you know this is the whole team. So you have to get ready to defend this. Alright, your Bastion is gonna shoot them back. They might be waiting for a timing for the Bastion. I would not do what you just did. Don't run back to the right. Because even if they're to the right, if first of all, it takes them a long time to rotate over here. Okay, A. B, even if they are coming in that way, it's a quick rotate to the right. But if you leave the left, the Winston can jump up very quickly, which is exactly what happens here. So you walk to the right too far, and now the Winston's able to get in. And like, I don't think this is so effective, but you could have prevented this from having any value if you stayed in your previous position. Genji's here. Good. Don't bother shooting this lamp. This is not a time to kill lamp. Nobody's even standing in this. Right? You should look low ground and be like, hey, like what can I do here? Especially with ulti, you can drop into the back of the team, ulti, and then kill everyone. This is a waste of time. Again, Monkey's less of your concern than the rest of the team. Pop Fortify here, which is okay. I mean, Winston's dead now, so they're probably not going to push. So I think this is fine. When Hanzo's Storm Arrows, you can often just pop Spin to reduce damage. Even if you don't die from it, just prevent farm ult charge. So again, yeah, I think I would mainly focus on alley here. Oh, that's not good. Yep, Hanzo's way out of position. Great. Winston's in. He's gonna pop Primal. Ugh, don't let yourself get knocked down that way. You should. I think if you held to the right, you would have stayed inside. That's fine. I mean, Vincent wants to waste his time fighting you. That's okay. Pop Fortify, which is the right call here. Keep melee there to finish the kill. Surprised you guys lose this. Ah, they've got Bastion. So Bastion has 6 seconds of uptime with tank and then 10 seconds of downtime. So right now you're strong and Bastion is weak. Finish Blade. Yep, good. Also note that spin stops blade slashes. So you take no damage when you're spinning against Genji. And it goes through deflect. So you're surprisingly good against Genji. So once he goes like that, I would spin towards him right now. I would spin onto low ground and spin towards him. We'll try to get the kill. Pop ulti, which is, I think, not the right call. Like, you just pop ulti in the middle of the point. I think you're trying to get the Genji, but like you're also popping with the window there and everything. I think you're trying to pop the Genji, but you're too, I could already tell that you're too far away. Right? Just because I played a bunch of Orisa, so I know that like you're just too far away. That's why I think you should have spun earlier to get to him. As soon as he goes here, start spinning and run straight towards him. And then ulti, I think that would have been okay. Not great, but okay. That's what you wanted to do. Alright, get wiped right there. Felt pretty regular. Yep, for sure come back and heal. I don't know why you're popping Fortify right now. So you're not gonna have fortify for another 7 seconds. So I think going back here, I think it's really important to keep your Ana alive, and that really is like a big part of your job. So missing the Javelin here is big, and I think it's good that you didn't spin here because it would have just made things worse for your Ana. But then your Winston gets out. That's actually honestly the big moment where this all goes haywire. Is the Winston never should have been able to jump past you here. You also had spin available. Like, you just see this, and then... Yeah, it's like a weird jump for him, but... It feels like your Ana's like super low already. Is that... yeah, she already got... I was like, why did she die so quick? Yeah, this is what causes everything to go haywire. So you trade the tank for your support, which is, you know, okay in a lot of situations, but you're going to need to stay up. You're going to get purpled. Yep, that's exactly what I expected. When that happens, the Ana's waiting for the team to be ready to purple you. Have your BAP try to keep you alive. Yep, you have fortify here in a second. Yep, pop fortify. Stay on cart. So the safest spot to be here is right here. I know it seems counterintuitive to go closer, but moving backwards is going to open up more angles for you to get attacked from above and from in front. Staying on the cart makes it quite difficult for them to fight you. You saw in this grenade. Oh man, you should be saving Javelin for Winston. No! Okay, the cap here, which is really unfortunate. You should have been walking forwards. You should definitely be spinning right now. I get it because they're all so low, but it was your job to stay on the cart, especially when you got nano. The moment you got nano, you should have been walking forwards. Right? The second this happens, you have to walk forwards. But you see you go to the left, but you have to be walking forwards to the cart. So again, I think you should save Javelin for Winston. I think if you had Javelin right now, he would be dead. I think you probably need to go low ground. So you see your supports are trying to heal you, but you're just not in a good spot. Alright, you drop right now. I would step in that bubble and kill him because you were starting to get healed. Reaper ults. Great. I don't know where you're going. Oh, you're just rotating up here. So, strangely enough, I do not agree with this ulti. I think you just hold them here at this choke. Because the problem is you're ultiing, but nobody else on your team can help you. And like they have all the abilities to just kind of counteract this. You're not able to hold it long enough to insta-kill anybody. I don't think this is a good ulti. I think you just wait for them to commit a little further. So now you don't have ulti. I would not throw that Javelin. I think you really, really need Javelin right now. I think you should just go forward and kill that Baptiste. The best option you have right, like you're not gonna be able to do anything about this. You're too late. You're out of position. You should just go forwards, right? Kill Lamp and then kill the Baptiste because the window's not gonna do anything. You walk forwards. This is a mistake to come back, right? You see how you cannot. This is like not helpful at all to your team. Right now they're in you. You really don't want to walk forwards right now. Oh, I guess you got nano. It's lucky, but the problem is you really didn't want to pop nano right now. They have only 10 seconds though. That should be a win. I assume. Yeah, it's a win. So for starters, I would say you should post losses instead of wins. I think there's just way more material to cover and like review and to improve upon in losses versus wins. Right? I think your team was like you almost full held them on first point. I think your team was significantly better than their team. So that makes it harder to comment on as much stuff. Number one. Number two, I think you need to track the kill feed, especially in offense. I think that you're losing track of the kill feed. Number three is general ability usage can be improved across the board. I think for D.Va, you wasted basically all of your missiles, and your D.Va your matrix is only okay. I think on Orisa, you wasted way too many javelins, and to a lesser extent Fortify, and I think you really need to save your Javelin for Winston to deny him the ability to get to your team. I think next up after that is just understanding the distance that you should be playing for D.Va. I don't feel like you know how to stage well in D.Va, like how to get ready for the real fight. And then when the real fight begins, you're shooting people from too far away. Like you need to understand how close you need to be to actually get kills and apply pressure. I do think that overall, I think this looks pretty good. I would assume that you're still going to keep climbing to plat on this. It feels like you have a generally good understanding of the game and what your job is. I definitely felt that through the course of the game. Like you felt like you generally knew what to do. Oh, the last one I add is target priority. There are times where you're shooting the tank where you really should be shooting the supports or backline. Or, for example, as I mentioned like a few seconds ago, on the when the window goes up, right? The second this goes up, like you can't do anything about this. You're too far. You're out of position. Like you have to push the Baptiste now. In order to do anything about this, you would have had to prevent them from getting behind you. But like they dash through, so like what are you gonna do here? And then you just kill a Baptiste and confirm this kill at least. Because like this would have been easy. Oh my god, the Baptiste even kills the Reaper. Yeah, you could have killed the Baptiste here for sure, and then potentially killed the Reaper as well. Okay, cool. Hopefully it's helpful.